And we can move to the next presentation. It's about good practices of AI use enabling inclusive education, case studies from Turkey. Please.
Hello, I am İpek. I am an instructor at Istanbul University Cerrahpaşa Open and Distance Education Center. Today we will present our paper titled Good Practices of AI Use, Case Studies from Türkiye, developed within the AI Enable project. Why focus on AI and inclusion in higher education? Inclusive education in higher education goes beyond providing access to digital tools. It requires pedagogically sound, ethical grounded practices. Rise of generative AI creates new opportunities and challenges. AI tools can support personalization, equality, and engagement. Our project partners mentioned about our project, so I skip it. Methodology for our cases. Exploration workshops in Turkey. We conducted 3 workshops at Istanbul University Cerrahpaşa. These workshops included 95 participants, academic staff, graduated students, and undergraduate students. Using a co-design approach, participants worked together to identify inclusion challenges and developed AI-supported pedagogical solutions. Structure of good practices. Each good practice was documented with details on the tools used, target groups, outcomes, and reflective insights. You can see 2 pictures from our workshops at Istanbul University Cerrahpaşa. Let me begin with the first case. Focused on academic writing support. These are tools, AI tools we use in this case. You know, ChatGPT and Gemini are the same. We use during the academic writing process for language checking, paragraph structuring, expanding explanations, optimize academic tune, and so on. SciSpace we use, a helpful tool for analyzing content in academic writings, academic articles, research papers. Notebook LM, an AI-powered research assistant that helps you interact with your own documents. Perplexity, an effective information retrieval tool for answering academic questions, finding literature, and gathering summary information on topics. Sites used for verifying academic references, analyzing context of sources, and evaluating whether citations are made in a positive, negative, or natural manner. And the last one, consensus, helps evaluate the consensus or divergences in the literature regarding research questions, aiding in assessing study outcomes in a broader context. talk about our case. Activities, literature review, theoretical framework, qualitative analysis and writing with our participants. Tools I mentioned before. Participants, our outcomes are reduced language barriers, increased confidence and productivity, need for ethical guidance and tool access. Participants reported feeling more comfortable and productive, but also noted the need for continued guides on the ethical use and sustained tool access. In our case, this is an example for reviewing an article thesis. We used, in this case, this prompt. Could you review the article, research article I provided according to the following sessions in Turkish, and we write the features. And this one for finding a suitable journal. Size space is useful for this. And prompt for thesis to article conversion. This example, I think I can also add this. Stick to my references and the meaning of my sentences until not change. It is written. Important, I think. And
thank you.
Tuncercan will continue our presentation.
Okay, thank you, İpek. Actually, was it the first international audience?
Yeah.
That's great. So I wanted to be with the first presentation international audience. Thank you, İpek. It was great job. Thank you. And let me now continue with the second case study that we did at our university in the context of AI-enabled project. So this was the second thing that we did. Actually, why we chose to do number one was because inclusivity and exclusivity in the context of research is also evident in literature we are all aware of. As non-native speakers of English, trying to get published in heavily English and Western, in quotation, influenced languages is very difficult for especially people from countries like Türkiye and I don't know, Slovenia, but I would think that this could be the case here as well. So we chose to do number one for the researchers back in Türkiye, for the faculty in our Faculty of Education, because most of them they're lacking the language skills to be able to get published, and so we tried to do this with them, awareness raising that they can use AI to basically get more get published more, and of course increase the inclusivity in the research context as well. And this is the second case study that we did with our students this time, undergrad students, where Sergio was talking about that the students are already using it, so the teachers are lacking using artificial intelligence skills. And why is this? It is because you teach 30 credits a week, you have zero time of doing other things like material design or stuff. However, to be more inclusive, you know that what happens in foreign language classes. I'm coming from English language teaching department. We are buying these global providers course books, and we are doomed to follow them like flipping through the pages and then doing nothing. And we don't even know if they're inclusive, if the topics that are covered suitable for our context, and this and that. So what is left to our teachers who are trying to teach the foreign languages, English, German, and all others, and not to be doomed to the curriculums and of course the contexts and the content of the westernized world, you need to sit down to create your own stuff. And during this project, we have one of the things that we have found in our literature review was using AI in the context of teachers reduces the time. For classroom preparation, for materials design and this and that. And even if you don't have any technical skills, and in the case of English language teachers, most of the time, this is the reality. We are not like from the computer science department. So for us, with zero technical skills, you can sit down to create lots of materials. I'm not going to talk about which things we use, but yeah, there are zillions of things that you can use. You can use especially like 11 apps like 11 Labs, where you can voice over all your content and you don't need any native speakers anymore, because they are there already free of charge most of the time, and you have like 10,000 credits for 11 Labs, and you can use it freely. We are developing a lot of projects based on this. We even create our course books now with 11 Labs, and this works, right? And we are using all other different tools to create the content, to create pictures, visuals, audio visuals, as well as videos, and not only audios. So with zero technical skills, by using a couple of AI tools, you can start designing your own line of course books, even, which we did already back in Turkey, because we are understanding how this all of this thing works. So these are some of the results that my students, 90 something of them, no, 60 something of them, and 30 were professors. So 60 of them sat down to create their own worksheets. They learned how to use the AI tools that I mentioned, and many more, not only those. And so they created these worksheets for their kids, which are not heavily, as you would guess, Western culture influenced, but they would be able to use their own examples as well as the video content creation. Zero technical skills, only knowing how to write a prompt. This is what we worked on basically, and then starting using all of these apps. Free of charge most of the time, and then they produce their own videos, they produce their own content to teach zillions of topics aligned with the curriculum of the Turkish National Education Ministry. And then we had a lot of audiovisual materials like those, which the students later, because they were having the practicum course, they would go to their classrooms and then use this with their students that they are already teaching. So you can scan and see the quality of it. This is all AI created, all of the content AI created, and you see you don't need a professional content producer anymore, because I'm teaching the use of technologies in the foreign language learning, number one, and I'm also teaching materials design in foreign language learning. And this is the thing that we have been doing the whole year, last year, after we have had the results from AI-enabled project, of course. And since then, as you're seeing, we really have cool materials, and we don't have to buy them from anyone. And the economical status in Turkey is not very well these days, and these books are becoming more expensive every day. And instead of this, you can sit down to create very cheap your own quality content, because the quality is assured by the AI as well. So these are the cases, what we have done with my students and the researchers in our faculty. And this is the end of our, of course, some challenges, but we've been mentioning about those challenges already, so I'm not going to move into this. So this is basically what we have done in the context of this project lately. And thank you, Pek, for the great presentation. So thank you.